This is very important question. Okay, we'll see that open item scenario, analysis scenario if somewhere I have written, or else I will cover at last. Okay, so this is very important question. VVI question. This is VVI means very more than VVI. Very important question. Don't ignore. Answer is very simple. It's a dedicated area in the database. Okay. Then what is the benefit if it is a dedicated area in the database? The benefit is that suppose you have a big hard disk, right? If we have the big hard disk in our local computer, why we do the multiple partition, right? If you don't do the partition, and if you're going to install your operating system, right, what will happen? If you install your operating system into the main hard disk, in main hard disk, then they are having their own file system, right? So all the file system has to be kept in the same way as the operating system supports, right? And tomorrow when you have to uninstall your operating system, everything from the main hard disk is going to be removed, right? So for that purpose, what we do, we create the partition C, D, E, F, something like that. And in C or any one of that partition, generally we choose C, right? In this partition, we keep the size of the drive small, like 10 GB or 20 GB, something like that, whichever is required, right? And in this partition only we install the operating system, so that the tomorrow if we have to uninstall, another data should not be disturbed, right? One benefit of this one for making the partition. Similarly, in database also, this schema is for purpose of partitioning the database. And if you're going to partition your database, each partition behaves like a separate database. Okay. Each partition behaves like a separate database. So here also you can have the Mara table in the single big table, in the single big database table. You can have the multiple Mara table, but the condition only that this Mara table should belong to the different schema, not belong to the same schema, because in the same schema you cannot create with the same name uh, two same table. It is not possible. But in the same big table, in a two different schema, you can have the same name. You can see here Mara is also here. Mara is here in this schema, and also the Mara is here in this schema, right? And it all belongs to a single big database. What's the benefit? You can use the same Mara table, right? Same Mara table which have different sets of data, different types of data for different purposes. So for BI or BW purpose, you can use this schema, and for your transactional services, right? For your production environment, for your day-to-day transaction, right? So for OLTP, right? Our production environment for day-to-day transaction scenario is nothing but that is known as OLTP. So for OLTP purpose, you can use the Mara, as well as for BI or BW purpose is nothing but this is also known as what? OLAP. So for OLAP purpose also you can use the Mara table in the same database. So see how how the maintenance is going to be drastically decreased. That's one big benefit of this schema. Okay, this is a big, and you know that HANA database supports both OLAP and OLTP, right? So the schema is very important schema, and answer is very simple, right? It is dedicated area in the database, and the same database can be used for different purposes, right? So that's the schema. Dedicated area. Schema is nothing but dedicated area. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Just right over here in the chat box. Yes, it's clear. Okay.